This is a small lesson to people who have either the gift of prophecy or visions and dreams. Now, I will say this clearly. You need to have God give you the interpretation. I'm not saying you should give your opinions. What I'm saying is you need the gift of interpretation of dreams, visions, and prophecy, which is a gift of the Spirit. If you do not have this gift, if God does not divinely give you the interpretation, then you need to drop it. You need to not talk about it and pray about it, or maybe tell somebody with the gift of interpretation of dreams and visions. For example, God has given me that gift. So I understand the importance of not teaching something when you don't have the interpretation, because you can mislead people. Now, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how important you are. You can be one of the 7 angels. You can be one of the 2 witnesses. You could be a pastor. It doesn't matter who you are. If you have a vision, it is imperative that you have the interpretation. Send me an email. Send me a message on YouTube. Tell me your vision. I'll give you the interpretation if God gives it to me. I mean, I'm here to help. But there's too many people in the world that have some vision. Some of the time, very few, it's from God. I mean, but I've met people who has visions from God, but they don't have the interpretation. Too many people don't have the interpretation. They give their opinions about it, and they run a million miles with it, and all they're doing is deceiving themselves and others, because God did not give them the meaning. You need the interpretation of your visions.
What shall we say then? Shall we say that we can live in sin however we want because we're under grace and not under the law? God forbid. How can you possibly live a life of sin? How can you possibly choose to disobey the Lord and love Him? You cannot do that. You have to repent.